chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir as folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. We know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeers really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah. All right, cool. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. I hope you guys were all doing fine. It's crazy. I was just thinking about this today. It is 12 days till Christmas. Oh my gosh. So crazy. How did that happen? Hi, Victoria. How has my day been? My day has been fabulous. It's Saturday. This week has been pretty crazy. DII, I guess, is feeling the Christmas shopping season right now. It's kind of crazy. I think I've been at the shop every day this week. So to all you customers out there, awesome times. I'm glad you got what you needed or those gifts that you needed. So my name is Daniel TimTim. If this is your first time here, this is our DIY ukulele workshop. I'm coming to you live from Long Beach, and I think Carrie's at the shop today, so maybe call in to her and say hi. But yeah, 12 days till Christmas. Can you guys believe that? Who's got their Christmas shopping done? I think I'm going to do a lot of Amazoning this week, so it's going to be pretty fun. So, anyways, I hope everybody's having a good holiday. Like I said, this week has been pretty crazy. We have 12 days till Christmas. I've been working on these Christmas songs, and actually they've been feeling really good. I've played Christmas songs before, but I haven't felt good about playing them. Now I'm getting a little bit better, maybe because I practice more, because everybody knows my motto, every day, keep on strumming ukulele. So today we're going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to give you an update on our events that are coming up. There's going to be a lot of changes in what we do for DII. Of course, this is the end of the year, so we're planning for next year now. Also, we'll go over some lesson stuff, but I want to talk a little bit more about you guys and see, get some ideas of what you guys need for next year, and then how I can gear up my classes and events for ukulele by your guys' input. So please, if you guys have stuff that you would love to see, maybe guests, more reviews on ukuleles, how-tos, things like that, let me know, because one of my goals next year is to actually do more live shows. So that's gonna be a fun thing. But I want to hear from you guys, because this is all about you guys, sharing knowledge, sharing ukulele, sharing music, which is awesome. And right now, giving the gift of music is probably, I believe, is a fantastic thing, especially when we're socially distancing. It's good to have music, and even the people around you can affect without actually touching them. You can touch them with music. So right now, I'm just gonna go to, let's see, speaking of gifts and music, you guys can check out our website. I have been updating some ukulele stuff, and actually, you see it right there. That's kind of cool. But we do have these right here, the Ohana CK10s. We have a couple of those. They've been pretty popular, but we have the packs now, so you guys can come check them out. I think they're going to go really quick. We have a couple of the CK14s. We got these new Ohana Pineapple 10 packs. These are kind of cool. I like the way they look. And it makes a really, really good gift. I'm trying to go up and down here. And then we have some color ukuleles. Those are fun little gifts. The SK10 Sopranos. And actually, I wanted to show you this. If you see in the top right-hand corner, we did, I think that was our last event. We had a case stand in, and actually, we got our order in for the case stand, and it's right here. Case stand 12-inch, and I have one right here that I'm going to show you guys. It's a local business. This is Keith. If you guys go back on our lives, it's still there, but this stand is so awesome. It's a folding ukulele stand, handmade, birch wood, and it's just beautiful. And basically, it's just, I have one that I use all the time, and it's super easy to fit in your bag, take with you anywhere, and it folds out and it makes like a cool stand where you can put your ukulele on. Bob. And the cool thing about it, it does fit in your bag, which is awesome, and I take these with it wherever we go. So awesome special gift for that ukulele player. And as you saw in the last show, Keith is totally innovating. He has like some custom ones that you can get, but these we have available right now. We have a limited quality because he's been busy, so we only could get so many. So check it out on our website. And it's right there. K-Stand 12. Awesome deal. All right. So definitely check that out. So awesome. And it comes with a cool little K-Stand bag that fits it. So nice. If you guys are looking for a special gift for your loved one, the K-Stand is amazing. And then also too, I have a few more of those one-of-a-kinds. Those have been going pretty quick. If you guys check those out, I think they're at the bottom of this page. Let me see. More ukuleles. But we have some one-of-a-kinds in here somewhere. Let's see. Oh yeah, we have two more one-of-a-kinds, but I had a few more others. I'm gonna go check Ohana again, and I want to see if they have some one-of-a-kind. So let me know. And then you guys can also look through the Ohana catalog. If I don't have it on this sheet, I'm pretty close to Ohana, so I can see what I can do to get it to you as soon as possible if you need it right away. So just let me know. But anyways, that's our website. Go check it out. Actually, I'll go back to it because I want to show you some events that are happening. I don't know. Man, my cat. You might see my cat run around. Oh yeah, there you go. They're going crazy over there. Also on our website, check out our events. This year has been crazy. This was the first times we're doing live shows, of course, because of COVID, and we've been doing it every Saturday, and it's been pretty awesome. And I hope you guys enjoy the content because we're just trying to make it better and better for everybody. But here's the last events of the year. Today was our ukulele class, and here's our free online handpan class next week, and then I'm gonna do one right after Christmas. So, and then we'll go into the new year. So, check those out. And also, on our Ook socials every Wednesday. And I'll put a link in our events page for that. But we're doing it every Wednesday now, Zoom class, Ook Jam. So every Wednesday at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, we have an Ook Jam. All right, this is news time. Let's see, wait. Victoria, I've been working on plucking notes to songs to get to know the key better board and stretching the pinky. Yeah, get that pinky going. I was just talking to some people the other day about the pinky. So we'll talk a little bit about that today. And you put in a request to Santa for a K-stand, so hopefully that'll come to you soon. Better order now. I heard UPS and FedEx are having hard times. So let's see. What other news do I have? Let me check my list here. Dun, dun. Give the gifts to music. So give the gift to music. I want to keep on saying that. Give the gift to music. Ukulele social. Oh, yeah. And right after this, at 2 o'clock, I just saw one of my favorite ukulele teachers is, let's see, boom, Cynthia Lynn. Right after this, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is it? Today's the 12th, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Live. I think if you go to her YouTube, you can go check her out. But she always has a good time on her live shows. So she has a holiday aloha. So maybe you can learn some more new holiday songs. So check that out. Cynthia Lynn. And we also carry her model. What a plug, huh? That was a good segue. We do have the Cynthia model in stock, so check it out on our website. Anyways, let's see. What else do we got here? And actually, I like, Victoria, thank you for sharing what you've learned this year and what you've been working on. But as we let's get into some lessons here. And this is when I first started teaching a few years ago, this is what I came up with. I knew I had to have a list of something. And a big thing, like, I've only been playing ukulele for 5 years now, and it kind of trips me out that I teach people now. But what I found is why do I like to teach and why do I like to share music? And I think it's just the passion of the music itself. I don't know. I just love playing ukulele. It makes me feel good every day. So I kind of want to share that with other people because it's not like, about me selling ukuleles here, but it's about giving the gift of music. That's why I keep saying that. And, if there's an instrument laying in the house, like, even though if they don't play it, they might play it once. One day they're going to pick it up and play it and find joy in that instrument or whatever's in their music. But having an instrument in the house is just the first step, and then the practice is what gets you to where you need to be. And that's what I found when I first started. I just made a commitment that I was going to play every day. And you guys know what to say when I say that. Every day, keep on strumming ukulele. And that's why I do that, is because I know if I want to get as good as I want to be, I know I have to, just play every day. So just take that in mind. And one of the things is when I started teaching, I was like, what am I teaching? And what I found is that it's not about the ukulele. It's about I believe there's music in everybody, and they need an outlet to get it out of them, whether it's through the ukulele, whether it's through the handpan behind me. Now I play flute, the piano, or just through the joy of singing. There's music in everybody. They just haven't found that medium to get them out. So when I teach ukulele, it's more about what kind of music do you have inside of you, and that's why I named this here, Teach Yourself to Play Ukulele, because it's all about you. It's not about me What I want to impart is just what's possible. And I'm not the best ukulele player in the world, and the thing is, all I know is that it's going to be a continuation of learning, always learning. So I just kind of want to impart that to you guys, is like I'm just learning ukulele, and then just sharing my ukulele journey with you guys. So here we start with teach yourself to play ukulele, and it's your music. And then also, I want to put in your head, what do you want to learn for next year? Where do you think you'll be? Are you gonna do your first solo song? I know the hardest thing is to sing in front of people. That took me a while to actually do, and it's still scary nowadays. It's kind of cool that we have this live thing because there's nobody around, so I really can't see. All I see is Victoria going, "Hey, shit!" Thank you, Victoria, for watching. I'm glad I can show you. But back then, I went through this journey, and that's what the sheet is for. Is kind of like all of the information. And I think what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to kind of update it with new stuff if I do have new stuff that. And also, by your guys' comments, I want to know, if there's anything that needs to be changed on this, or more things that you want to learn. So, anyways, teach yourself to play the ukulele. Now, let's go into basics. And let's see. I was going to share with you what I've learned this year. What have I learned? Actually, there's so much. It's kind of crazy. Actually, one of the things that I learned this year is doing the scales, but in threes. I don't know what they call that. I love doing this practice right here. This is the C scale, but I'm doing it in threes. It's kind of like you do it with a piano. I guess I have to find out what that is, but that is awesome. You can do that. That's where Victoria, where you get your pinky. That's where your pinky comes in handy. And doing that, just a three melody pluck. That's pretty awesome. And I've been one of the things I've been working on also is just placing it on my fingers. Actually, the big thing I learned this year was my thumb placement. Thank you, Craig G and Sarah Massell. If you guys don't know who those people are, they're awesome ukulele players, and they do great workshops. And one of the things they were talking about, because I think in the beginning of the year, my hand was like hurting a lot, and then I was like, you know what it was? It was I was squeezing too hard. You don't need to squeeze. If you relax your hand, you can keep the back of your thumb on without squeezing, and that's what I've been practicing. Is just the placement of my thumb on the back of if you can see. I'm just trying to be really light when I do my plucks, and just kind of like flowing with it. And just the placement of your fingers, just focusing on that, you can get a lighter touch. And then what happens when you get a lighter touch, you get faster, and you kind of like flow when you're doing your plucks like that, or if you want to do solos and stuff like that. So those are one of the things that I've learned. The thumb thing helps out a lot, but trying to relearn or retrain your hand to do something, it's kind of tough. So, but I'm up for the challenge. So every time I'm noticing my thumb on the back and just the placement, make sure you're not squeezing the actual board. You're just pressing lightly on your notes. You guys can try that right now. Feel like every note, you can just mess around with that, but just try to have a lighter hand without squeezing. So that just takes practice. I also like every time, like it's weird, like I get to certain points in playing where I just get happy because I've been trying something for a long time, and then it just it feels good, like I can do it without thinking. You know what I mean? And that's, I hope you know what that means, but that's just the process of learning. Like there's a lot of different things. Like I got the scales. Actually, one time Craig Chi, I was watching this thing with Craig Chi, and he showed it on the piano, how the scales go on the piano versus the ukulele. And then right at that point, I had this epiphany, and it was kind of cool. So, there's a lot of knowledge out there, you guys. Definitely check it out. Let's see. Another thing, what do I want to accomplish for next year? Actually, I kind of alluded to more YouTube shows. I want to do another YouTube live show, not on Saturday, but I want to make sure that I have a live show going every week. So it's going to be Saturday, and then maybe during the week I'll do a live show. And the live show, what I want to do is, because right now I can actually give you guys a link to this live show, and I bring you guys on live. Like Victoria here in Cleveland, I can send you a link to get on here live. And if you guys want to go live on YouTube, I can present it and see what you got. Or just talk and ask questions and stuff like that. So I'm working on our live show for that to be more interactive, which is going to be super fun. And then increasing the jams, and then hopefully if all this COVID stuff goes away, we can do some locally distant stuff. That's what a lot of people here around here want to do. And just keep on learning ukulele. Actually, a big thing is I've been going down the rabbit hole. I think I alluded to this last time about sound healing, and not only with the hand pan, but also with the ukulele. And I've been reading this book. If you guys don't read, you should read. But I've been reading this book, How to Use the Ancient Science of Sound to Heal the Body and Soul. And this is a really awesome book, and what I kind of want to work on for next year is how to meditate with your ukulele, and having a routine for that, and how it can affect you or heal you or stuff like that. Because I truly believe in this, the healing sound of medicine. And that's another thing for goals for next year is just read books. I have another one here. One of my customers gave me this, which is awesome, the Yoga of Sound. So I want to kind of read that and then implement that into our training, because I believe music has, oh gosh, all these sound qualities and stuff like that. After reading that book, I'm just like, oh my god, there's a lot of good things. Glad you guys are here to play music. Awesome. All right. Now, let's see what else. Another thing I want to do is I'm going to update the 15 minutes of practice on the, if you guys haven't seen my YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel, and then I have a practice routine that I show everybody. You don't have to copy it. You can it just gives you an idea of how, what kind of practice routine you can do, because since I wanted to play every day, I knew I had to have a routine, and having a routine, it's easier to get into the habit of playing every day. Now, if I don't play ukulele, it just feels weird. So, and I heard a lot of my students say that they did that habit, and then they didn't play one day, and they were like, oh my god, it just feels weird. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then I think those are some of the main goals for next year. Of course, I'm building the ukulele website, and also I'm gonna start building an ukulele community where we have like a social media page and lessons and stuff like that. I'll keep you guys updated. We're gonna start launching that for hand pans, probably at the end of this month or the beginning of the year, and then we're gonna create another ukulele community. We have a hand pan community and a ukulele community. So we love family here at DII. So, anyways, let me get into the training. I've talked enough. Anybody have any questions? Victoria, let's see. I've been working on plucking notes to songs to get to know the keyboard faster. Right, cool. And actually, I'm glad you said that, and stretching the pinky. If you have seen my practices, and we'll just talk about that. I like for plucking is that routine, and they have, if you go across the strings, like on the top string, which is G, like that, in your first 4 frets, it's called like a chromatic scale. Chromatic meaning going 1, 2, 3, 4. And this this is the practice that helped me with my pinky. If you notice, if they can get that pinky, that's it. So basically, I had this practice where I just go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, try that. And what you're trying to do is walk your fingers like that. Just to get that motion. And then when you're pressing, if you don't try to go through it quick, what you want to do is just go slow. Listen to the note decay, and then go to the next one. And then go to the next one. And then go to the next one. This is how slow you want to do it in the beginning. And I know for you people that are impatient, this is really hard to do. So I challenge you to go as slow as possible. And just pluck and plug, 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 plug. Alright? And I like to do it up at the top board because what Victoria was saying, stretching the pinky. So that's the widest part of your fingerboard. So that's a good spot to practice to stretch out your fingers because you want to be able to stretch out like that. Okay? So like that. Once you get faster, you can speed it up. But make sure you get that same tone, and then you go back. Try to do it forward and backward. Just keep on doing it just like that. And then usually when I'm up here, I kind of like I want to do more than one pluck, so I'll do like I'll do up to 4. So for each section, I would go like once I do 1, I would do 2. I get back to the top and I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Backwards. And so forth. I would go all the way up to 4. I usually go all the way up to 4 because you want to be able to do this kind of plucking, which is cool, and that's what practice. That's what helps with that. Okay. Oh yeah, Victoria Live would be good. That'd be awesome. So for plucking, that's a good one to learn. And then also, you're not always gonna do this, and when you're doing, sometimes you gotta skip strings. So one of the things I tell people to learn if they want to do their plucking is the scale, or the C major scale, or any of the major scale, and they're all the same, except they just move down one. For example, here is C. I'll try to do it real slow. I'll just start from the top, which would be A, just the G string, and then A minor, and then C, open, or close C, just so you hear this. That's the scale, and it sounds like the do, re, mi, do, re, mi. And there's one more on the top. Okay. So you have to learn that scale. What it looks like, that's the C scale, but if you move it over one, then it looks like this. These are all the major scale notes. And move it up 1. So you can keep on going, moving down 1, down 1, down 1, and doing that same scale, going all the way down. And that was one of my practice. I go all the way down to the next C, and then that. Pretty awesome practice to do for your plucking. So hopefully that helps you, Victoria, and then also helps you with working on your pinky, trying to keep your pinky down. I notice like my pinky comes up sometimes. So you kind of like, if you're plucking, you kind of want to keep your fingers like hovering over the board without bringing them up, because that it just lessens the distance to actually hit it. If your pinky's like way up here, which I do a lot, you better have a good pinky to come which is funny. All right, so I'm just gonna go over. It's 1:30. I'm gonna go over a few of the basics right now. Kind of. I'm just gonna go through these slowly, and then we're gonna do another song afterwards. If you guys check out the packets, the online packets, which I'll put here, are uke songs. Put a link, another link for Google Drive, and songs. I have songs in the actual training sheets there for your downloading pleasure. But in the new song list, I have a song or a Christmas song folder, and the last song we'll probably go over here is "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree." That's fun. So we'll do that. Let's see. Know your ukulele. Know your ukulele. I've been talking about that a lot lately, especially in the buying time. As my customers come into it, they always want to know about the different sizes. I had a few customers come in this week, and they're like, "Yeah, I didn't know there was different sizes, and then I didn't know there was different woods, and then there was string questions, and stuff like that." So knowing your ukulele, I think, is important, especially in buying. It was really hard for me in the beginning to find a ukulele or know what I wanted because I knew nothing about the ukulele. So, like we talked about, there's the different sizes, there's the different woods. Different woods make different sounds. Also, the strings make different sounds. You have all kinds of different things. So, look up the ukulele. There's information out there, but this is the basic information that you should know about. Um, the definitions, headstock, tuners, the nut. If you look over here on the basics, the tuning. Oh yeah, let's go over tuning. I use a tuner, but there's a way to tune your ukulele without a tuner. But you should learn how to tune your ukulele. That's the very first thing. And if you guys don't know what the ukulele notes are, they're right over there. And this top string is G. Right? The next string is C, E, and A. And I don't know if you can see this. Oh yeah, you can see it. All right, cool. So say for a tuner, what you do is you hit it and look, it turned green. That means, and it says G. You can't see that, but that means that's a tune. C is a little bit over, so I kind of want to bring it back. But always, what you want to do is tune up. If you go backwards, you need to tune up. Just remember that. So you can tighten the string. Just make sure you're tightening the string. This E looks good, and then A, and it's turning green. Cool. There's usually a range on the tuner. Mine says between -20 and +20. As long as you're in between that, you'll hear the different sounds of the thing. But mess around if you have a tuner. Use that tuner. The other way is by fingering. So basically, there's notes on here, and then you compare the notes to the other strings. So for example, let's see, this fifth should be the same as as your A. Yeah, hear that? And they should be around the same. But there's a way to do it with just the strings. I'm not an expert at that. I leave it up to you guys to check it out. Google it and check it out. Alright. So tuning, just make sure you know how to tune, know what your G, C, E, A is. My top string, if you guys hear it, it does sound differently than a lot of your ukuleles because I use a low G string. Okay. It just has a lower register. Okay. You guys know what that I should do I'll do a training on that one of these days, just on the strings themselves. All right. So know your ukulele, know the neck, know what these frets are, the big thing I was like, everybody goes, oh, every time I tell them what these dots are, they're like, I didn't know that. Just mark, it's the number of frets. So if you look at it, this top fret is 1, second fret is 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's what marks that. Some ukuleles have different types of markers in different places, but usually the markers will be either the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, 7, there's 10, and then there's 12. They usually mark all those, just so you can see where your fingers are, if you guys look for them. Sound hole, body, just get to know those, know what you're talking about on these things. The net and this part are adjustable. People don't know that. You can raise and lower your strings according to how you want your fretboard to feel. Okay. I haven't changed the height on this ukulele. It's pretty good. So it's about a medium height. And it gives me good playability on that ukulele. Okay. So enough of that. I talked about playing slowly at first when I showed you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to see how slowly you guys can do that. It's really fun to try that and challenge yourself. Let's see. Learn how to hold the ukulele. I kind of go over that all the time. The notes. We'll probably went over tuning. Strumming. All right. Strumming practice. If you guys watch my 15-minute, I usually have I just made up riff that I did that you guys can use for strumming. Right now I have another one. I made up another strumming riff that I use, but I'm going to give you guys the one that I used when I first started. And it's basically you start on C, just the C chord, right? Try that C chord. And then you go to C major 7. C7, then you go to F, so you do that slowly. That finger stays on the E string, this finger goes for A minor. That's F, A, and then A minor. Back to C. So basically, if you look at your board, I'm just going all the way across and all the way around back to C. If you want to visualize that in a circle, just see that as a circle. So it sounds like this if I'm strumming. That's C, C major, and then C7, F, A minor, and back to C. So what you can do is, just on, if you want to do it, just starting out, just do one hit. C, C major 7, C7, F, A minor, and then back to C. And this also works for plucks. Usually you want to do plucks on these two if you want. And switch. 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 A minor. Back to C. I would just do that over and over again, doing different things. And actually that helped me with a thing I like to call strum and pick. Is that cool? Strum the C and then pick all your strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, up and down. And then next, strum, pick. Then F strum, pick. A, just a fun way, and it sounds good to your ear while you're practicing. But in the beginning, just try it slow. Just get that beat down, and then go through that problem. So, just remember that riff that helps with both strumming and plucking. So, for the newbies out there, if you go back on some of my things, I go over the practices for your strum. Okay, you usually want to start out with your thumb strum, which is like this. You can see my hand. That's usually the position of your hand. And your thumb. And you want to hear all those strings. G, C, E, A, G, C, E, A, G, C, E, A. And then also you can practice up strums with your thumb, which you just have. Just bring your like that, back and forth, up and down, up and up. That's a good practice. Usually I do it in fours, so you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Margaret. Question. When you pick, do you shift your right hand closer to the hole? Interesting. I never noticed. Yeah, I do it over the hole. I think it's because, like, when you're close to here, you can do it here, like over the board, but the board gets in the way. Like if you're pushing down into it, this thing gives you more room, so you don't touch the board or get stuck on the board. But I would honestly, if you listen to your strings, okay, what's gonna happen is where you strum, it kind of goes with how the song goes, whether it's higher or lower sound, right? Because if the sweet spot is right here, it doesn't mean you have to strum right there the whole time. It just gives you the sweetest sound. Now, if you were to strum, Margaret, move your finger up or down the board and up the board, like that. And you'll hear, as you're up here, you get this like high sound. Down here, you get a lower. So when you're singing the song or picking, I think that's going to determine where your hand goes. And then as you practice, it's weird. Your ear hears it and your hand automatically goes to that spot, or you want that sound that you're going for. So it just kind of moves along. Like if I want to get a really high sound pick, and then or a lower pick, that wasn't a big difference. But yeah. You can tell by word like if you do this all the way across your board, you hear the different sounds. Like here it sounds lower. But as I move my hand, I really don't have a conscious thing I'm thinking about. I think right here, if you see this mark on my ukulele, that's my mounting finger when I do pluck. So I'm like right there. You can see my finger kind of stays in that spot, but I have you can see it's like, it goes that length of it. So I think my hand is moving up and down that far. So let's see. Yeah, I just go up to the board. That's where I plug. That's funny. Interesting. Thank you for that question. All right. Yeah. And then on strumming wise, hopefully that answered your question. Finger. The finger strum is the one I use the most. And I think it took a long time to actually get a finger strum that I like. But what I try to tell people is you can go down. You want to actually keep your finger is that perpendicular to the board. If you angle it where your finger is hitting like that, you see, you can cut your finger on the string. Some people have issues with that, so I say turn your finger down. And then as you play, your finger's going to go down like that. See my hand? It's actually curving over. start slow at first. Let your ukulele ring. Actually try to get a good vibration on the back of your ukulele, and you should feel it on your stomach. Yeah. Feel that vibration on your body. It's pretty awesome. And then up, it's actually the other way. Okay. And what I tell people, if you can see my her finger, it's kind of like one of those prize wheel things. Like this. And you want your finger to be that relaxed. So as it hits the strings, I'm not actually moving my finger like this. It's just gliding across. Hear that one, I'm going, and then that takes that practice up, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Try with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you keep that motion, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And try that the riff that I showed you, and I'll show you how this works. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C major 7, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. A minor 2, 3, 4. Back 2, C, 2, 3, 4. C major 7. I can't say it without the 7. F, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. A minor 2, 3, 4. And that's what I would do. Just try to keep that beat the same. And then pretty soon you can do this. And I'm doing the same chords that I just showed you, but just kind of jazzing it up a little. Such a show off. But yeah, that's what that gets to. Okay, you guys practice. Pretty cool. All right, we're getting towards the end here, and I want to teach you guys a song. So that's plucking and strumming. Those are the basics. Getting your fingers to do that takes just practice. I don't know how many times I've done this, so I can do it pretty much blind. Just walk your finger down the border. I want to get that going, but it just takes practice every day. Keep on strumming. Is the chuck sound from an upstroke? Actually, that one's the chuck. Once it's weird. As like in the beginning, I remember I was like, you know, doing your chords. Like say I do a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, E minor 2, 3, 4, A minor 2, 3, 4, F 2, 3, 4. I was just like everybody else, just and you're trying to keep time with that 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor 2, 3, 4, F. But after a while, what happens? I don't know, like I either borrowed rhythm from somebody, and then I kind of just relaxed and let your music flow through you, meaning the rhythm, and that's with your right hand, is your rhythm. And a chuck, there's a couple kinds of chucks you can do. There's like the, I'm actually palming it. That's what's happening. I'm doing a strum, but I'm stopping it. So I'm using my palm, just like that. So I'm actually hitting it. I'm actually making a strum. If I let go of the string, so I'm using my thumb. I just bring it really close to the actual note. So you can actually use your hands for a chuck too, just like that. Here's a strum, but you just lay your hand on it. Chuck, 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 chuck. Don't press, because you're going to get that sound, but if you just lay your hand on it, get that. And this is actually a good way to practice a chuck too, and also your strums, because it doesn't make any sound, but you're actually doing something. Because if I let this go, try it, chuck, 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 chuck. I'm just going, here I'm going to place my hand on it. And it's the same motion. And then, but you can do it either with the top hand, but you just have to be quick on it. You have to learn how to like, and here's another thing I've learned this year. I've been watching myself, and every time I do my chords, it's not just holding that chord, I'm actually pumping it. See that? So it gives it, I'm actually chucking with my, and letting the strings go, and that G, like if you see I'm pressing it, let it go. That's just a G. But you hear all the different sounds that actually come out of it. And I've noticed that as you get your rhythm and you're bouncing like that, you start playing that way, which is super fun. Once you let yourself go and trust your technique, trust the technique that you're doing, and the only way you're going to get that confidence is by practicing. That's funny how that works. But yeah, that's where it leads to. If every day you keep on strumming ukulele, right? So, yeah. Hopefully that answers the chuck is fun. If you can get that going, you can throw that into any song. It's like that. That's a fun one. Learn how to drum on your ukulele. I might have a lesson on that. I've been learning how to do that a lot. So it's pretty fun. All right, so let's get into hopefully, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'll stop on the basics. And hopefully those little tips will help you. Let's go to Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. If you guys have it, pull it out. Seconds. How's everybody doing out there? I know I talked a lot. If you go to the Christmas folder and pull out Rockin'. And actually this, if you look at where I found this, at the bottom of this page, down there, down at the bottom where you see that little snowman, and there's a website in the corner. Website in that corner there. Check out that site. That one's pretty cool. They have a lot of 80s songs. Also, UK.com. It's on the sheet, but that one's cool. If you're looking for like 80s songs, this one has them all on there. It's pretty cool. So, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Awesome song, you guys. Actually, like I was telling you guys before, I've been doing Christmas songs for a while. Well, ever since I've been playing ukulele, but I haven't felt that comfortable because ukulele song or Christmas songs are a little bit tough, man. They have like crazy chords and all these different like beats and stuff like that. So what I try to do, if you guys are always on here, I always talk about the one-hit wonder. If I can't get this song, I'll just do the one-hit wonder. So I'm gonna go through this on the one-hit wonder with you guys a little bit, so you can get the song, and then I'm just gonna jam it out because it's fun. This is a fun song. So here we go. If you notice, the chords that you're gonna use is at the top. Chords used for the song. We'll start with C. You can strum that 4 times for me, please. on 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, and 4, and stop. And here we go, the A minor. Look at that chord, just another 1-finger chord. And let's do 4 of those on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here's a 3-finger chord, which is the G7 at the top. Okay. That's how line looks right there. And do 4 of those on 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a G. And then the D minor. If you notice a D minor, if you have a hard time with that, you make an F first and put that other finger underneath. It should sound like that. It's a D minor. We'll do 4 of those. Ready, set, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now leave that D minor on, and if you take that bottom finger off, that one, that's an F. 2, 3, and 4. And now E minor. I call it the staircase. Start from the 2nd, go to the 3rd, on the C string, and on the 4th on the G string. Or actually, wrong one. That way, not that far. So you're going to go 3rd fret, C string, and 4th fret, C string. I said that right? Sometimes I say it wrong. Don't listen to me too hard because I sometimes say it wrong. E minor, that's how it goes, and we'll do 4. Ready, set, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. And then D7, it's a bar chord. Bar meaning you're going to put your finger all the way across, and then put this finger right on the A string on the 3rd fret. D7, I'll show you the other D7, which is finger on the 2nd fret, or do an A minor, and then below that on the C string, we'll split that string. That's also D7. That's the Hawaiian D7. So this D7 or that D7 if you want to jazz it up a little bit. Okay? So those are the chords that you're going to be using. Hopefully you guys got that. And then here is the beat. Basically, if you see the first intro, it's going to go C, and then to A minor. Try that. And then C, and I would suggest coming up on the A minor like that. And then G7. And then D minor to G7. And then D minor to G7. And then we have C, and then G7. That's the riff, right? I'm going to give you a tip on the D minor to G7. If you look in my hands here real quick, hopefully you guys can see that. D minor, if you look at the chord chart too, D minor and G7 share one of those black dots, and that would be this one right here, okay? 1st fret, E string, okay? Now if you keep that there, all right? Oh shoot, we lost the microphone. Should be back. All right, here we go. If you leave your finger there, you can do D minor and G7. You could just rotate it, and it would sound like that. D minor, G7, D minor, G7, and then C. Okay, that's my trick for you today. All right. So now we're just going to do the instrumental first, and then we'll do that 2 times just to get you started, and then we're going to go rocking around the Christmas tree. All right. After that, I hope you guys have, hopefully all the information that you guys heard today has helped you. I love sharing music with you guys, and you guys can get back to your regular Christmas shopping needs. All right. So we'll start this on 4, and we'll start at the beginning, rocking around the Christmas tree. 2 instrumentals and then we'll get into singing. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, A minor, G, 7, and then D minor 7, D minor 7, G7, stay on that, and C. One more time. C, A minor, C, A minor, G7, D minor, G7, D minor, G7, 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 C. We'll do that one more time until you guys got it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. C, A minor, C, A minor, G7, D minor, G7, D minor, G7, 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 C, G7. One more time, but I'm not going to give you the chords. We're just going to do the instrumental, and after this we're going to sing. So we're on G7 right now. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And C. Here we go. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a Christmas holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Instrumental. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Yeah. That song is so fun. It took me forever to learn that. It's pretty crazy, but happy holidays, everybody. I'm glad I could be here with you on Saturday. Remember, if you want to get some Christmas shopping done, we are taking appointments at DII locally, and I would love to see you guys. It would be awesome. But have a happy holiday. Stay safe. Sing some music. Share some music. We need a lot of smiles out there. Let's finish off this 2020 really strong. And remember those questions I asked you. What do you want to learn what do you want to do in 2020 with your ukulele? Where do you want to be? And last but not least, every day, keep on strumming ukulele. You guys have a great day. Love you guys. Margaret, Victoria, thanks for being on. And I will see you guys soon. Enjoy.